All right, we're ready for our first case. Please introduce yourself, state your name and DOC number for the record.
Damon A.Wing, 620-356.
All right, Damon, you heard the introductions. We'll have a parole interview. Ask you some questions. You can respond. At the end, you can make a statement. We'll take a vote. You understand the process?
Yes, sir.
Damon A.Wing DOC number 620-356. You're a third class offender. Parole eligibility date 7/7/2021. Good time 4/24/2027. Good full term 4/18/2028. 10-year sentence for simple burglary, 2 counts. Does that sound correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. How old are you?
I'm 26.
How many years have you been incarcerated on this 10-year sentence?
5 years and 3 months, give or take.
You have a drug or alcohol problem?
Yes, sir.
Which one?
Drugs.
Which is drug of choice?
Meth.
Have you had any drug tests while you've been incarcerated?
Yes, sir.
Any of them came back clean?
Oh yeah, they came back clean. Yes, sir.
Any dirty? No dirty urine since you've been there?
No, sir.
When's the last disciplinary write-up you had?
I haven't had one.
You hadn't had one since you've been there? You've been at Caldwell the whole time? I mean,
Tensall.
Tensall,
Yes, sir.
Do you have a high school diploma or GED?
Yes, sir. I have my high school diploma.
Where'd you graduate from high school?
2013.
Where?
I went to the Arkansas National Guard Youth Challenge Program.
Okay. You went to the National Youth Program. How'd you do there?
I graduated. I did good. I just
And you got out and got in trouble.
didn't stay good.
Stay good.
Yes, sir.
You married, having children?
No, sir.
What's your plans if you be released? Where are you gonna go? What you gonna do?
I was planning on moving to my grandmother's address, and I have a job set up working for Ashland, a tree company, clear power lines.
You know, where's your grandmother live?
Shreveport.
That where you from? You got in all this trouble at?
Yes, sir.
You going back to the same area you got in all this trouble? All the
I
drugs.
mean, it's not the exact same area, but
It's
it's
the same area.
It's just a general area. Yes, sir.
Same area. I'm familiar with the area.
Yeah.
What do you currently do there for the facility? You do anything? Are you a trustee? Do you do work?
I've written for trustee, but I haven't been given a job yet. As far as what I do, I just try to keep my nose clean. I work out in the mornings. That's really about it.
Have you taken any classes? You got a lot of time there. You taken any?
Yes, sir. I've completed the Steve Hull intensive substance use program in Bossier. I completed Thinking for a Change here, and risk management and anger management both here.
So when did you complete Steve Hall? What year?
This was last year, so 22. Yes, sir.
You doing a lot of good work, sounds like.
I'm trying to get my life together.
And so you had been through it once before, Steve Hall?
It's been about almost 10 years now. It's the first time I went through it, I was 17. Yeah, so it's
the first time it didn't work, but how I know the second time is gonna work.
The first time was short term. It was only like 90 days. This time I was there for an extended period. I was there for 9 months. So I kind of, I learned more than I did in the 9 months than I did in the 90 days.
Have you ever done any work on the outside? What kind of work do you do?
I consider myself a jack on trades. I've done a little bit of everything. Mechanic. Like I said, what I was planning on doing is going to Ashland. I've worked for them before. I'm a tree climber and bucket operator. That's what I did.
Okay. Yeah, well, you definitely, you have a high risk, that's high chance of you reoffending. That's concerning to me. You do
Yeah.
have a detainer. According to this, you still have a detainer in your sheriff, the sheriff's office, something that you'd have to resolve.
I think that might be, since I was previously on parole before, when I violated, I've almost completed my time on my parole, my full term date on the parole date on the stuff I'm doing on the parole.
Yeah.
That date's supposed to come up November 15th of this year.
Okay, well, it's just of records. You still have a detainer, so
Oh, okay.
there's something you need to check on. Okay, staff, y'all have any input for me on him? Any input? Anybody there have any input on you?
Ms. Lit, they're asking for you. Well, I'm trying to get her attention.
I'm just checking to see if you have any input for me on him.
Like I say, I never had a problem out of him. I looked at his folder. I didn't see any write-ups that he'd been in trouble since he's been here. So if he hadn't had additional problems, he'd pretty much quiet. I would know him if he'd been a troublemaker or anything. But he's pretty much quiet. So
Okay. All right. Sounds good. We got a question, Mr. Roshi. Yeah, Mr. Roshi, I'd like to ask you a couple questions.
Mr. Wade. Mr. Wade,
Yes, sir.
you've been revoked twice in the last 9 years.
Yes, sir.
And you're asking me to vote to put you on supervision again. Why should I?
I'm sorry, sir. I couldn't hear you.
You've been revoked twice in the last 9 months. Is that correct?
No, sir. I've been incarcerated for the past 3 years.
Okay, my record said that you were revoked in 2014 and you were revoked in 2020.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is that
That's
right?
correct. Yes, sir. That's correct.
And you're asking me to put you on supervision again.
Yes, sir.
Why should I?
Because I've been actively trying to get my life together, and I feel like I've got a better handle on it now than I did then, because I didn't really make the best decisions back then, but I've taken these classes and I've used the tools that they provided me to try to get my life together and change my way, that I think. And I feel like I've got it under wraps now.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Well, so, back to what he was saying, you're right. Our concern is you've been through Steve Hole, you've taken a lot of classes, that's all well and good, but I guess we never know till you go out there and see, but.
Yes, sir. I have a lot to prove.
Like are you an addict?
I don't consider myself one. Like I said, the 2 years that I was on the street, I was sober pretty much the whole time. I didn't mess with any drugs. I might have drank a little bit, but it wasn't never a problem for me. I don't really drink.
How do you get involved in meth?
Sir?
How'd you get involved with meth?
That was kind of when I was in my earlier 20s and teens. And like I said, I've been sober now for going on 5 years now.
Once you're a drug addict or a drug user, you always are. Something you have to.
Yeah, there's no fixing that. But
you're gonna have to. I assume you're gonna have to. Would you have to have treatment? You think the rest of your life, or you think you got it handled, or what?
I said I'm sure that there's going to be some days that are better than others. Like I said, just with anything else, but it's just dealing with it as it comes. Like I said, I've got the tools now to kind of step back and to think about stuff. Before I had a problem with poor impulse control. Did things a lot before thinking about it. Now that I'm older, I'm almost 30 now. Looking back, it's got me in a lot of trouble. So I have to sit myself down and think about the consequences of my actions and where it'll lead me, in the future, because it hasn't really lead me in a very good spot in the past 10 years.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
So have you taken living in balance? You said no.
That's part of the Steve Pool program.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Would you like to make a statement on your behalf?
Yes, sir. I would like to be given an opportunity to prove to myself and to the board and to my family and everyone involved in my life that I can do this. I got this. And thank you for giving me a chance to speak with y'all today.
Okay, good. All right, Pam, prepared to vote? I'll vote first. We've taken a lot of good classes. You really have. You've taken a lot of good classes. You've done a lot of good work. You know, you're still a young man. You've done half of your time, a little less than half of your time there. But I'm still a little concerned about you. I'll be honest with you. You do have a high risk, and you do, you know, of course, there's a detainer that you can work with. You do have law enforcement opposition. Again, you've taken some really good classes. I just don't think you're quite there with the grasp of being an addict, and I mean, you know, those are things you're gonna have to deal with. My vote today would be to deny your parole because of your high risk and because of law enforcement opposition. I just not really sure. You know, maybe think about it. Maybe next time you come up, I think it'd be a better opportunity for you. For me, just me. I'm one. Just one. I'm just one. No, we're voting. Yeah, we're voting. Mr. Freeman.
Okay, I totally understand Mr. Kelsey's concerns. You know, you had it made to you say, I don't consider myself an addict. Well,
yeah.
When you say stuff like that, it really makes me feel like, well, he's not even close. He went to 9 months of Steve Hall and he's going to get out and say he's not an addict. But you have gone to Steve Hall, and if you're gonna make it, you're gonna make it now, or you're not gonna ever make it. I'm gonna tell you the truth. This is it for you.
Yeah.
If you don't make it this time, you're never gonna make it because you didn't had all the stuff we can offer you.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take a chance on you today. I'm gonna vote the grant with 3 AA meetings a week and a curfew from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. except if you have to be at work, and that'll be the only way, you know, work or medical.
Okay.
But that's what I'm gonna do today. Man, you need to thank you. You know, you sit there and you're so fidgety. I would think you did meth this morning. If no,
I'm nervous. I'm just nervous.
Yeah, I see. Okay, but that's my vote.
All right, Mr.
Thank you,
Roche.
sir.
Thank you, Mr. Kelsey. Based on a high risk assessment and law enforcement opposition, I deny your request.
Okay.
But you have 2 votes to deny, 1 to grant. Today your parole's been denied, but you're close. So get back in there and you'll have, I think, a really good opportunity next opportunity.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
How do I get my risk score any lower? I thought that they were supposed to do an assessment every year or 6 months, or something like that, but I don't know exactly how that process works.
Yeah, they can talk with you, but I think, like I said, I think you know, you continue to work. I think you're right there close, but talk to them about it. You can see how that, you know, how that can be, but just keep doing the right things. Take another class, maybe thinking for a changeover. That's a really good class to kind of.
I've taken that one already. Thank you for a change.
Yeah, you've taken it. I know you've taken it. It's okay. Maybe take something over. Maybe if there's another class there that you can take, maybe, you know, just, you know, you're close. You're close. Okay.
Okay.
2 votes to deny, 1 to grant. Today your parole's been denied. Good luck to you. Okay.
Thank you.
Put their attention at 10 saw at 11:03. Thank you.